It Chapter 2 is finally here. The supernatural murderous clown known as Pennywise returns. After the first It film that came out 2 years ago, I was eagerly anticipating Chapter 2. I made a list on YouTube, if anybody was actually saw, who I think should play the adult versions of these kid characters. And out of all the people I picked, only two of the people I picked were chosen. That would be Jessica Chastain and Bill Hader. The story is about Mike Hanlon in Derry, who begins to suspect Pennywise has returned. And when he comes to the part where he's actually right about Pennywise returning, he calls the rest of the Losers Club, who are all leading their different lives in other cities, to return and help him defeat Pennywise. And that's about all I'm going to tell you. I don't want to give anything else away. I gotta say this. Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise is just phenomenal in his role. I mean, he's just very scary and all that. You instantly feel the threat whenever he comes in a scene. You instantly feel the threat of his presence, like you felt in the first film. Now I'm not gonna say this film is as good as the first film. No, I think the first film was better. I'm not saying this film is terrible. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I know a lot of people are saying that this was better than the miniseries, but in my opinion, the Henry Bowers thing, that's a little bit of a spoiler. I think the miniseries handled it better there than it did here. Oh, and by the way, Stephen King does make an appearance in this film. You'll know him when you see him. This film also does pay homage to John Carpenter's The Thing. I won't say what that scene is. You'll know that scene when you see it. Were the actors good here as the adult versions of the kid characters? Well, yeah, in a way, but I didn't feel they left much of an impact as the kid actors either. They just didn't leave me with much of anything, except for Bill Hader's character as the adult Richie Tozer. I mean, he's really the standout here. I mean, Jessica Chastain and James McAvoy do all right in their roles, but Bill Hader really just kind of steals the scene with his witty dialogue, and it's just the way he just handles each scene perfectly. That's the type of charismatic performer Bill Hader is. And there are some good jump scare moments. I mean, you know they're coming, but you're just eagerly anticipating. You're shaking in your seat when they do come. Well, there are humorous moments, but there are times I felt the humorous moments, I mean, kind of overshadow the scary moments in some scenes, not all of them. And I gotta say this movie does not take the cheap way out as the TV miniseries did. And towards the end, I mean, you gotta understand it was a TV movie, and I guess TV was on a different budget in those days as they are now. I do not hate this movie. I don't think it was as good as the first film, but I don't hate this movie. I think it was entertaining in its own way. You know, the first film, the adult, it's merely focused on the kids. There's no cutaway to nothing. In this film, there's more cutaways to the kid characters as well as to the adult actors. They become a bigger part. It feels like to the point where you didn't really need to see the first It film. It's like this film felt they couldn't survive without the original kid actors who played the adult versions. They kind of feel like deleted scenes that were not used in the first It film. But I find this film entertaining. It's just a enjoyable scare fest. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Bye.